And for school district leaders here in Western New York and across the state, next Tuesday, May 19th, is an extremely important day as voters decide on their school budget plans for the new school year.
But once again, a late state budget in Albany that is now way beyond the April 1st deadline is a factor on how they draw up those plans. Channel 2's Ron Plants spoke late today with a local educator.
Imagine running your own household without really knowing what your income is going to be. And that's what really school districts are being asked to do right now.
The situation, unfortunately, once again for Grand Island Superintendent Brian Graham and other school officials as state lawmakers in Albany just passed their 12th budget extender on Thursday.
The governor and leaders agree on extenders, so the public doesn't feel any pain and doesn't notice too much.
So now with the budget deal still officially on hold, despite the governor's claim of a deal with all the claimed accomplishments on April 7th, to which the Assembly Speaker replied,
"There's no budget deal. There's no deal."
But school districts still required by the state to move forward with budget and vote preparations for their taxpayers.
We have had our budget hearings, we've had all of our meetings, we've published everything in the newspapers, right? We've followed every rule, and we've spent a lot of resources getting ready for this vote.
They continue with kind of an educated guess as they do get a state education funding estimate in late January.
All of us get a sneak peek, we get a look at that projected number, and then we begin our advocacy for what districts need to be successful with students in our programs. So to have that not finalized on May 15th, getting ready for that vote is just, it's disheartening.
And if their guess is off with a lower funding amount?
We've accommodated for maybe a low percent increase from foundation aid, right? But if it were to drop, right, if that went down from what we were given the numbers in January, then perhaps we will have to dip into reserves or fund balance to make up the difference.
Okay, that's rainy day money in case a school district has a major emergency situation. All this, of course, complicated with inflation, the higher cost. Also not good for taxpayers in the future to have to use that reserve money. Now, Graham says state education funding, by the way, makes up about 1/3 of the Grand Island District's $86.1 million budget. On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.